Hey fellow Trek Chatters, I'm Pit Trekkie and welcome to another episode of Pittsburgh's Trek Chat. So for today's episode, I thought I would do something a little fun, okay? A few months ago on Facebook, I was cruising along, just kind of looking at people's posts, and I came across this picture, alright? And basically what it's just saying is, what's the difference between Star Trek fans and sports fans? If you look at the top of the picture, you see Star Trek fans dressed in costumes, uniforms, things of that nature, and then down below you see people dressed in their sports jerseys. Okay, now when I first posted this, I got some very interesting responses from some people. Some people supporting the Trekkies, some people were supporting the sports fans, and then just some people just in general just making general comments that were pretty funny. But really, if you think about it, there's nothing really different between Star Trek fans and sports fans. They're just really in love with something that's a big passion for them, and they want to kind of be a part of that world by wearing the outfits or, you know, necklaces or whatever. Now, some fans have come up with some really neat stuff over the years. I'm talking both Trekkies and sports fans to show their love. So everybody seems to think all the Star Trek fans are the geeks, and then you have the sports fans that, oh, it's okay for them to dress up as outlandishly or in makeup or whatever they want to do. That's normal, but Trekkies, get away from them, okay? So I'm going to really show you some pictures of Trekkies and their sports fans equivalents that I dug around on the internet for. Trust me, you're going to want to watch this episode. It's going to be pretty funny, all right? So first of all, we got a group here of Trekkie fans. Okay, again, nice big group of Trekkies, no big problems at all. They're having a really good time, cheering for the camera, whatever's going on in that picture. Then you have the football fans down here below. Okay, as you can see, they're doing the exact same thing. Most of them dressed up in outfits or, you know, shaking terrible towels or whatever. I'm from Pittsburgh, so yeah, I have to say terrible towel. Okay, go Steelers. All right. So you see they're pretty much the same. Now, if you look at this next picture, we got a nice group of people, not in full Star Trek makeup or anything of that nature. Look at them. They're all just in nice uniforms. They're maybe there's a Mr. Spock in there. I can't quite tell. Okay, but really, for the most part, they're just like in uniform. Okay. If you look at these football jersey fans right here, they're no different. You guys got people tailgating right now. It kind of looks like the Star Trek people are tailgating in their own way. They're obviously at a convention somewhere, and the football fans are hanging out right before the game. They're wearing their jerseys, okay? Again, both sides showing that they love their interest, the things that they love, okay? Now, it's when, I think it seems to be more when the fans start getting into the makeup, the Trek fans, that they get made fun of more, being called geeks, you know, whatever, you know, nerds, that kind of stuff. All right, so I'm going to show you some things that I found that are very common about some of the makeups that we have here for these types of fans, okay? If you look here, we have a really good, nice picture of a Klingon cosplayer. I mean, look at that, a nice detailed uniform. The makeup looks like it could be studio quality. It looks like a really good Klingon, okay? Well, take a look at this football fan that could definitely go past as a Klingon, right there. Take a look at this guy. He's got on metallic uniform. Well, the Klingons don't wear a hat, but he's got some sort of hat on. Klingons tend to have some like darker kind of skin on multiple occasions. It's not ethnicity. It doesn't matter what actor has played them. Their skin's always looked a little bit darker, even back to the original series. So you look like he's kind of got some darker skin going on right there. I mean, black, silver highlights on the uniform. I mean, how different is that from this Klingon that's over here? Look pretty similar to me. I don't know what you guys think, but I think there's a strong similarity. All right, let's go on to the next one. Everybody, Star Trek fans, seem to really love the Andorians, like this Andorian right here. Look at this lady in the nice Andorian costume, okay? Got nice blue makeup on. She's got the nice white wig on. She's got the antenna. Did a really good job. To other people outside of Trek, she's a nerd, all right? Again, look at all the work that she put into that, okay? I'm going to show you that there are Andorian sports fans as well. Take a look at this person. Check that out. You see blue skin, white hair. Let's see here. You got the long hair. If you guys know the Deep Space Nine relaunch novels, there's a an Andorian character, Ensign Chitane, who kind of had like dreadlocked hair. Well, what do you think this dude looks like? I mean, he could easily pass as an Andorian. Who knows what's under that hat that he's wearing, okay? Now, what about somebody who might not look like an Andorian, but might to some degree, okay? Take a look at this horned person. Look at that. He may not have the blue skin, but don't tell me that those horns can't pass off as antennae. All right, same thing, same damn principle, okay? And he's got the long hair too. It might just not be a little bit white, but whatever. And there's even a mustache there, all right? He could easily pass as an Andorian, no differently than this lovely young lady here or the previous Andorian, all right? Let's go on to ones that I thought I had a really hard time finding any kind of cosplay for this. For a Tellarite, as you see here. There's a young gentleman here getting made up into Tellarite costume, all right? Now, you would think that trying to find people dressing up as pigs would be kind of hard to kind of find. I actually found two pictures that could pass for sports fans and Tellarites. Let's take a look at this one first, right here. And look at that. The nose is pretty much just a nose here, but it looks pretty Tellarite to me. With the sunglasses, it looks like his eyes are sunken in, you know, like in the original series, the main Tellarite was it Gav, Ambassador Gav. His eyes were all like dark. It looked like they were sunken in. Don't tell me with those sunglasses that doesn't look like those eyes that could be sunk in. Okay? Take a look at this other Tellarite that I've just found. There. Alright? Oh, this one's even got a beard going on. Alright? It got the same pork nose, the beard. The clothes don't really make much of a difference, but I mean, seriously, I mean, and then even looks like there's some sort of like eyeshadow or something around there. Looks like that can make his eyes look kind of sunken in. So there you go, two examples of football fans or sports fans that are no different than the Tellarite cosplayers. All right? I mean, look at them. They're all could be oinking together in one big oink fest. All right, now this one was a little different. Going on now to the Telosians. All right, here's our Telogen cosplayer, and we know the Telosians have got the big heads. My brothers and I used to call them the bumhole people because of that big crack behind their heads. All right, now, do you think you'd see somebody, a sports fan that maybe is going to have some big, humongous, alien, throbbing-looking head? More than likely, no, but I found something that I guess you could kind of say would fall into it, and it's this. All right? So this guy literally extended his head, gave himself a big, humongous head like the Telosians, by cutting a hole in a watermelon and wearing it as a hat. Okay? Again, this is the geek. This cosplayer right here is the geek. This, normal. Normal by society. Okay? But it's the same damn thing. Look at it. Big head. There's nothing really else much about the makeup or anything. You just pretty much put on a big old head, big old watermelon helmet. All right. So how's that any different? How's that okay? But that could be made fun of. Don't get it. But anyway, there's your Telosian sports fan. The next one is one of my favorites. Okay. Now this was another hard one to find. All right. JEM Hadar. All right. Here's a picture of a JEM Hadar cosplayer. Really interesting. It's the makeup looks really nice. Too bad they didn't have a JEM Hadar uniform. That would have been really cool. But he's got a Starfleet officer uniform on. That's pretty cool too. So that's a really cool JEM Hadar cosplay. I had a really hard time trying to find anything that could even remotely look like a JEM Hadar. Well, I found something. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the sports fans JEM Hadar. Check this beastie boy out. Look at this. Got dark, like reptilian looking kind of skin, like ears or flaps coming out this way, grooves in the cheeks and stuff. Look at that necklace that he's wearing. Don't tell me that you put a Ketracel white tube there and that wouldn't be the same damn thing. Look at that. All right. So you got JEM Hadar in the cosplaying Trek world, and you got him right there in the sports world. All right. Don't tell me you can't find them. Just look, you'll find them. All right. The next one, Tholians. All right. Tholians have been found at sports events as well. Take a look at this awesome Tholian cosplay. Based on the carpet in the picture, this is definitely from the Rio at Star Trek Las Vegas. I don't know if it was from one of the years I went or what, but that was a really good looking Tholian cosplay. But Tholians can be found on Earth as well. Direct from Tholia, ladies and gentlemen, here on planet Earth, here are your Tholian football fans. Check this out. All right, so that would be geeky to make that yourself dressed up as an orange Tholian with multiple legs. But yet it's okay for these guys to go ahead and paint themselves orange. Again, that's not the same thing. That's socially acceptable. But I mean, look at this. They might not have the 8 legs or anything, but they sure got plenty of orange on there. They could definitely be thought of as Tholians. Look at that. All right? Got to admit that either way, they all look pretty good. All right, going on to another alien, the Booleans. Now, I could not find a Boolean cosplay picture anywhere. If anybody can send me one, please do. I looked all over Yahoo to find one, and I couldn't. So I just had to go ahead with this Ensign Chell picture from Voyager. Okay, the Booleans are kind of neat. I mean, there was only one that ever had hair, but the dark blue color and the thing going down their face and the head ridges kind of like going like this down their heads. Really neat look. The Booleans were always cool. They got that blue blood. Remember we saw that in the 3rd season finale of Deep Space Nine? Well, we've also found some Booleans. Booleans have joined the football ranks as well. Here are your Booleans. All right? Again, you know, a lot of people, if there were some Boolean cosplayers, and I'm sure there are somewhere, they guarantee they would have painted a majority of their bodies, at least the head and at least their hands and their arms. All right? These Boolean fans definitely spent a lot of time with painting their bodies blue. Okay, they could even be Andorians, but I just thought that they looked better as Booleans in this picture. So you got them being represented too. All right. Going to the next group, you have the Orions. Okay, here's a picture of a couple Orion slave girls dancing with a Captain Kirk cosplayer. Pretty cool looking, right? Okay, it takes a lot of work to paint yourself green like that. All right. Well, I did a little bit of scouring around to try to find green-looking football fans, and this is the closest that I was able to find. All right? Kind of looks like a Hulk costume. It's either that or he genuinely is muscular like that. I can't really tell, but I mean, that's pretty much... I mean, you can't compare the two. They're basically the same. Either way, both sides painted themselves green and went out in public. All right? So, and besides, let's be honest, this football fan, if this is just him, and he's built like that, he looks like a typical Orion male. Okay, I couldn't find any cosplaying Orion males, even though I saw some at Las Vegas last year. But they exist. All right? Now, to wrap this up, we gotta go and we have to talk about Borg Cosplay. Borg Cosplay is absolutely amazing. If you go to Star Trek Las Vegas, or if you're lucky to see them at a smaller convention, they put a lot of detail into this. I mean, look at this. Look at all this detail with the robotic arms and the armor and the eyepieces and everything. I mean, Borg cosplayers put a lot of work into their Borg costumes. All right. Now, you're probably saying, Pit Trekkie, how would you find anybody who would even compare to the Borg in the sports fandom when they dress up? I found them. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your football Borg collective. Take a look at these people. They got more metal in their mouths and on their bodies than Flavor Flav has in his mouth. Look at this. Dark paint, silver costumes. They look like they're robots or they're androids. Look at that. Look at that. You know, so I mean, they seriously put a lot of hard work into their Borg costumes. All right. But again, if that's socially acceptable, why isn't this Borg? I bet you if that Borg walked into one of that football field for whatever teams those are and had the team jersey on, more than likely he'd still probably get laughed at or sneered at by some of the people. And that's really a shame, you know. But here's the way I want to end this. I just thought this would be a really funny kind of situation. And really what I wanted to do this episode for was to show everybody that Star Trek fans or any other type of cosplayers are no different than sports fans when they're out supporting their favorite teams. Everybody goes above and beyond to make themselves stick out and to have the best looking costumes or accessories that they have. Okay? It's just a shame that the Star Trek fans get ostracized while the sports fans don't. Okay? So I just wanted to show a comparison of how we're all alike. Really what it comes down to is we all love our passion. You know, ours is Star Trek, theirs is football, baseball, soccer, whatever. Okay? I think it's really cool seeing the comparisons between the two. Okay? I was trying to make a little funny, humorous video for you guys. All right? So, you know, and luckily what I'm happy about, especially with, you know, the Big Bang Theory, with it having been on the air, the thought that it was actually able to kind of make dressing up in cosplay a little bit more mainstream, a little bit cooler, I think has really been beneficial to all of us. And Next time you go to a sports event and you see any of those types of pictures of people that I showed you, try to figure out which race they are. It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool looking up these pictures. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any cosplay pictures from the past, please send them to me. I would love to look and see what your cosplaying from Star Trek looked like. If any of you are sports fans out there and any of you have dressed up like some of the sports fans here, please send me some of those pictures as well. We can do a future episode about it, or at least a segment where you guys show me some of what you dress up as. I would love it. If you really like this video, please click the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can get notifications of when new episodes are coming. You can follow the show. Obviously, just go onto YouTube and type in Pittsburgh's Trek Chat in the search engine. You'll go right to my page. You can also follow the show on Facebook, www.facebook.com/PGHTrekChat, and you can follow on Twitter at PGHTrekChat. I'm looking forward to our next episode, and until then, may yins live long and prosper.